Do you want to ask Zane that question about what would have happened if Sandy had been home?
Sandy's normally home before I get in from work, and she would have been there that day, but it's just chance that she wasn't. I want to know what happened, what would have happened if you'd broken in and found her there.
I know what you think I am and who I am. I'm not a monster. I've just left. I wouldn't have even, you know, if she was there, I wouldn't have gone on. I mean, done what I did. Or do anything to upset her. Yeah.
So Petra, what happened then? When did you find out that Sandy was okay?
Couldn't find her in the house. I rang Tom to get onto the police, and then I just thought, right, first person Sally, ring Sally and see if she'd gone there after school, and she had. So really, really relieved.
So Sandy, you were the next to hear about it. Is there anything that you'd like to say about that at this stage?
No.
Okay. I don't want to put any pressure on you at all, because it's kind of your say about what you say, but just want to make sure that you know that if you want to, you can say how it's been. Yeah?
I just don't know why you went through my drawers. Why'd you have to go through my drawers?
So Sandy, why was that so upsetting for you?
I don't even like my room anymore. Stuff was mine. And now I can't even look at it. I don't even want it.
Zane, is it the case that you went through Sandy's drawers?
I want to let everyone know that all I was in the house for was money. I sincerely mean that I was just looking for money. I wasn't wanting to go or look or touch any of your personal items.
You did.
You see, mate? Now this is what I'm talking about, you little shit. Do you understand that?
Tom.
Yeah, this is a 16-year-old girl, all right? Now, just let me have my say. You said I could have my say.
Say it, but say it calmly, Tom, okay? Stay calm, okay?
These two women here they're changed, man. They're changed now. And because they're changed and they're hurting and they're fretting, that makes me hurt and fret. So, it's the senselessness, bro. I just don't understand that. You don't seem like a monster, like you say. You're not a monster.
But you're trying to make sense of it in light of the seriousness of the effects.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, things can be fixed. I can fix the window, I can fix the chair. We can put the things back in the drawers. But what Petra's talking about is something that's deeply emotional. It's fear, and fear is a really hard thing to get rid of.
I'm really sorry. I want to help. I want to help. I want to make things right in some way. I didn't really. I wasn't even thinking about it. I never thought about it like that in a way that you could possibly put in those words like that. I didn't even think of consequences of what I was doing. And I realise now what the pain I've caused. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Sorry, Mum.
What do you think about what he said? Is he to be believed?
he's been mucking around a bit with some people, with some bad people, but I think that if he, like he did some drug counselling and that was quite good. Mm-hmm. I think he really is genuinely sorry.
So, Zane, earlier on, Tom asked you about whether drugs was an issue for you, and you said that you didn't want to answer that. You had a chance to think about that now. What's your answer to Tom's question?
I have a drug problem.
Yes.
I have a drug problem.
Is there more that you need to hear about that?
Oh, it's good to hear that someone is, you know, that's the truth of it, it seems to me.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Petra. And for you, Tom, anything you'd like to say before we move on to talking about what's possible?
I've got to agree with Petra. I'm glad to hear somebody's fronting up at last. I feel like there's finally some truth and some acknowledgement. You know, that you have a drug problem, and that's probably a big contribution as to why you did this senseless act that's hurt people really deeply.
Thanks, Tom. Okay. And Zane, anything else before we move on? Because you did have some suggestions before about some things that you could do, but is there anything else before we cover that?
You can see that I have a drug problem. I can see the consequences of what I've done. I can see how much pain everybody's in. I just want to make it right. I just want to do something to make it all better.
So what have you thought of, Zane, that might be able to assist Petra and Sandy?
I'll sell my car.
Oh,
I'll
get a job.
Get a job.
That'll help.
I'll get a job. I'll this position going to the grocery store. I'll get a job there, and I'll pay money back. I just want to replace something that I've taken away. Either.
Okay, so Zane, what I hear you saying is that you'll pay for whatever it is that you've damaged. Is that right? You're saying earlier in the conference you said you didn't take anything. Is that right, Petra? There's nothing missing? Sandy, there's nothing actually missing, but that there was stuff damaged and things that doesn't feel okay to be yours anymore.
So nothing was taken, but there's the broken window and the fitting of security locks on the doors and windows, and I've got security lights put up outside.
Okay. Do you know how much it's cost you to do the window and the security and the lighting?
It's cost nearly $500.
Okay. And then, I don't know whether it's the same for you, Petra, but Sandy, you said that there was some stuff that you owned that doesn't feel okay anymore and that you threw out. Is that something that can Zane help you guys to replace that by giving some finances towards that, or?
Yeah, he could give some money towards it.
Yep, okay. So Zane, at the moment, that's $700. Is that manageable for you? You talked about selling your car and your iPod.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. I'll work, and I'll if I have to, I'll take my car and I'll sell it.
Anything else that would be of assistance to you guys for Zane to do, or is there anything else that would make a difference?
He needs to get some help.
Yeah.
You can't keep on living like this. You've got to get some help. If you've got a problem with drugs, then it's never going to go away unless you deal with it.
So Zane, what's the plan? What's your thinking around the drug and alcohol?
I'm gonna quit.
Yep. And that's you'll go even if that means going to a long-term program?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Good on you, mate. Okay. You tell Tim about that, and he'll tell me about that.
So you'd like for us to get a report back on Zane successfully completing that, and we can pass that on to you guys?
Okay. Pass that on to me.
Cool. Leanne, from your perspective, are there other things that you think might help in this situation?
Yeah, I think he still needs to deal with the family stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you think about that, Zane? Is that something else that you need to deal with so that it's not getting you into trouble?
Yeah, it does.
It does? Okay. So, Maxine, what have we got in terms of the agreed outcomes?
The agreements made were that Zane apologised during the meeting to Petra, Tom and Sandra.
Yeah.
Zane is to arrange to complete a drug and alcohol rehabilitation program.
Yep.
And Leanne and Zane will advise you so that you can advise Tom it's been completed.
Yep.
And Zane is to pay $700 to our office, and that is for reparation for damages and replacement articles.
Right, so yep.
Leanne is to arrange grief counselling for Zane.
Yeah. So, Zane, you're going to get in touch with us before you go back to court and let us know that you've got that drug and alcohol counselling organised and the grief counselling organised. And Maxine, what else was there that's been agreed to?
Zane has agreed to stay away from Petra's home.
I'm not sure that that really needs to go on the list for recommendations to the judge, because I can see that I don't believe you've been a stalker or that you've targeted our house especially. So I think we can just let that one go.
Thanks, Petra. So we've heard about how difficult it's been. We've reached some agreements about what can happen, and this is a chance to kind of, for a last word, either to say to each other or for the report.
I just want to say thank you very, very much for having the guts to show up here and giving Zane a chance to come to terms with what he's done. It's been very, very important for me too, because I've been struggling along for a long time with this, and so this is the first time that I feel that we've really been, that there's been some progress going on. I really want to thank you all very much for that, and thank you too, Tom.
Cool. Okay, thanks, Leanne. And Zane, for you?
I just want to say I'm sorry, and I want to thank you guys, and then I've learned a lot.
Cool, thanks, Zane. And Sandy, is there anything that you'd like to say in conclusion?
It's good to see you're not as tall or as muscular as I imagined. Yeah.
Not so scary. Cool. Thanks, Sandy. And Tom?
I'm glad I feel like we've come forward, and there's been some positive steps, mate, and good on you for fronting up, boy.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, man. Thanks.
And Petra, what would you like to say?
Just, thank you too for your honesty, and I really, really hope you get the help that you need, and I'm sure you can turn everything around for the better.
Cool.
Thanks, Petra.
The one other thing that we need to talk about is the report that comes from the conference, and that will be typed up, and a copy will be delivered to you guys, and a copy goes to you and your lawyer, Zane, and the judge obviously gets a copy. So that'll come in time. Now you're for sentence in 4 weeks' time, so that report will be available a week before you go back to court. So it'll be great for us to have that information about the counselling and the money and stuff before then, so that it can go into the report. Is that okay? Maxine, is there anything that you'd like to say in conclusion?
Thank you, Tim. Yes, I would. I'd just like to thank each of you, really, for all that you've shared today. I know it's been really painful for some of you, and I just wish you well, and I hope you found this a really good process for you to be able to work through all that you've been through, really, and to move on. So good luck with your lives, and hope things go well.
Cool. Okay. All right, thank you all.
Thanks very much, Tim.
Cool.
Nice work.
Tom.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys.
All the best.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no, it's great that you're here tonight.
I can't believe
You're
how much
awesome.
you sort of
Well
brought
done.
your into it because, well,
I know.
but,
All the best, Zane. I know. Yeah, let us know how you get on.
thank you.
Yeah.
We will. Okay.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Anything?
Thanks, Petra. You're
That's
awesome.
great.
Thank you. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim. I really
Great.
appreciate
Yep.
everything you've done. It's
Awesome.
been an extraordinary experience. Thank you.
Cool.
Listen,
Great.
appreciate all the help.
Cheers, Zane.
Cool. Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. Come on.